When I was a teenager, my mum, who was a nurse, is a nurse, went back to university to study women's studies, sociology and psychology. And someone asked me yesterday, when did you decide that you wanted to study psychology at uni? And I knew the exact moment. I knew exactly when that was. It was driving up Shepherd's Hill Road, and my mum was chatting about her studies at uni, and she explained a phenomenon to me that is called a spurious relationship, where it seems that there's a causal relationship between two things, but there's a third factor that's affecting that seeming causal relationship. And it blew my mind. An example of that is shoe size and IQ. Seems that the bigger your shoes are, the higher your IQ. The thing is, there's an extra factor of age. As you grow older, you become more intelligent, your shoe size also increases. That's a spurious relationship. And I just loved it. I loved the opportunity to look at a situation and really see with depth and clarity the reality of what was going on. And I saw university and studying psychology as a way of infusing myself, integrating this capacity to see beyond the apparent and through that into more real. I can't say fully real, no hypothesis is ever proven, but giving me a methodology and a way of approaching concepts and ideas that can stand up to ridicule, that can be tested, modified, changed, upgraded. And this, I guess, has set a course. As I completed my Bachelor of Behavioural Science with psychology and biology, I fell in love with life and the learning about life. And then my mum's influence and others' influence about personal development and seeking, these things combined up together. And what I find in myself now is a very grounded state from my past experience with a continuous curiosity about what is possible. And it feels good. I know that I've spent time as a real skeptic of anything that doesn't conform to normal expectations of reality, and it's caused problems between me and other people. I've really softened that view now, and when I listen to people's views and their ideas about how the world works and how they interact with the world, I can really see beyond any logical problems that arise in my mind. I can see beyond that to just the wonder of what they're providing into the space. I can reframe things to help me understand and be able to take on the beauty and the value of what is being shared. And I'm so grateful for having developed that capacity, that capability. Today I was noticing that there's a distinct difference between when I see another and have a charge, a judgment that's filled with charge, and they shouldn't be like that. How can they do that? How can they say that? And then what's happening is that I'm noticing that I can still have thoughts still arise, and they're not coming with such a charge anymore. They're coming with curiosity, compassion, a desire for understanding. And this I'm finding very helpful. One thing I worked out for myself many years ago was that when I look at someone and see a behaviour, hear some words, I am interpreting the reason that they're doing that. And so, in terms of their mirroring back to me, most of what is going on for that person I am unaware of. I can only see the very surface, and even if I have a conversation with them, I can only get down so deep about what's going on and what's alive in them. So the rest, subconsciously, I'm making up, and I'm projecting why I would do that thing. And this is how I realize that when I have a judgment around somebody else, or feel a charge around something I see in the world, this is the mechanism for how it shows me my own set of values. It shows me areas of myself that I don't accept, that I'm judging and pushing away. And that's the beauty of interacting with other people, interacting with people with whom I have different understandings and beliefs and systems of thinking. So much value there when I am willing to see that if I have a charge in reaction to them, that it is showing me something about myself. How wonderful, how valuable. Thank you to those angels that have been sent to help me see myself more clearly. It certainly doesn't mean that I agree with everything I see people around me do. It certainly doesn't mean I condone the things that I see people say and do necessarily. But I can tell the difference now between observing calmly, that is an action or a behavior that I don't condone, versus the feeling of charge, the feeling of anger, the feeling of disgust about what I'm witnessing. When it's like that, it's showing me something important for me to take notice of. And so it fills me with gratitude then for that opportunity to see them, to see myself. And I'm seeing myself more than I'm seeing them. So then I want to get more curious. Okay, tell me more. Help me understand. On a good day, I want to understand more about what is alive in you, in this person that I'm noticing. And if it's safe enough for me to do so, I might let them know what I'm noticing, what I'm witnessing, and my perspective. But most of the time, I don't really need to do that. I can just listen. Just listen. And that's all that's needed. I've got a song about the mirror. It's a beautiful song. So I'm curious, who will mirror something back to me today? Which opportunities will I have to see myself reflected back from other humans, other angels sent to show me a thing or two? Let's go.